Hi everyone, welcome to the Muster Drill. I'm Scott, and I'm feeling a little conflicted about something very tragic. Hi everyone, welcome back. So, by now, I'm sure everyone has heard about this tragic shark attack in the Bahamas involving a woman from Pennsylvania who was sailing on the Harmony of the Seas.
A tragic vacation in the Bahamas for one Pennsylvania family. A 58-year-old woman was killed in a shark attack while snorkeling today. According to investigators, the woman was in a popular snorkeling area when a bull shark attacked her. She was a guest on a 7-night Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Sea cruise. However, she was on an independent shore excursion when this attack happened.
I don't have that information whether or not the shark was prompted in any way. It's just an unfortunate situation.
The victim has not yet been identified. In a statement, Royal Caribbean officials say they are providing support and assistance to the guest's loved one during this difficult time.
And before I go on, I just want to say how sorry I am to the family. It is a tragedy that I cannot imagine having to endure. And we are deeply saddened by it here at the Muster Drill. And we just offer our thoughts and our prayers to that family in this unbelievably difficult time. What I'm going to say next is very difficult given the circumstances, and I really hope to not go down this deep and endless rabbit hole, but I have to say this. In this time of absolute tragedy, it bothers me to the nth degree that Royal Caribbean would make the point that this family and this victim was on an independent shore excursion and not one booked through the cruise line. Like somehow if she was booked through an excursion on the cruise line, what happened to her would somehow be different. I love cruising. I am pro-cruise industry. I can't say enough about how amazing and wonderful a cruise is and how great all of the cruise lines are. So it really bothers me when Royal Caribbean uses such a horrible and terrible time and situation to be sure that they put out there that this family was on an independent shore excursion. Like somehow that matters whether or not that excursion was purchased by Royal Caribbean or not. I get it. The cruise industry has written the book on not being liable for anything, but it just seems like a terrible time to make that distinction. And I don't think that it was just a matter of words. They could have simply just said, "We're really sorry, it's horrible, it's terrible," and that was the end of it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about it, other than to reiterate how sorry and deeply saddened we are about the situation and that our hearts go out to the family. And the last bit of bad news I'm going to talk about today is in a quiet hurricane season, unfortunately, that has come to an end, and a named storm Earl is headed for Bermuda, which has cut the Carnival Magic's stay in Bermuda short. Now, recently been in Bermuda, I understand now how appealing it is to be on a cruise at a port where you get to basically stay for 2 days. It's way better than, the standard get there in the morning and leave in the evening. Definitely offers more opportunity and more options for you to explore that port. And it's unfortunate that this hurricane headed for Bermuda is forcing the Carnival Magic to leave early. However, I don't think that they're going to completely escape the effects of the hurricane, because in a statement made to the passengers by the captain, they expect rough seas as they head slowly back to New York. And as you can see from this graph here that shows the potential path of the storm, it could also possibly affect the next sailing that leaves New York that heads up to Nova Scotia, because unfortunately the effects of a hurricane are always felt hundreds of miles away. And unfortunately for me, I happen to be on that next sailing that heads to Canada, so I'm really hoping that the storm tracks further east than it's currently supposed to. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video about all of the things that were unfortunately suspended or otherwise taken away permanently due to the pandemic. And if you didn't see that video, there'll be a link up here in the corner that you can click on and find out about all the things that Carnival and the other cruise lines had taken away during the pandemic. And unfortunately, some of the things that they decided they just were not going to bring back. However, the latest thing that is coming back is the afternoon tea at sea. Now, tea time at sea was never one of my favorite things to do, but it is very popular with other people, so I'm sure there are many of you who are very happy to find out that Carnival has brought it back. Now, the quick list of items that are still outstanding is the popular Seuss at Sea specialty breakfast, along with the priority boarding for Diamond and Platinum members, and I don't know anyone who's been impatiently waiting for that to come back. Additional items on that list is the chocolate extravaganza dessert buffet, as well as the popular behind the scenes tour, otherwise known as Behind the Fun. So I think that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. And then don't forget to click the subscribe button. It won't cost you anything. You click it once and you're done, and it'll really help us out a lot. And then don't forget to click that notification bell so that you know every time we upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.